Hello everyone. So today we're going to disassemble this EnergenX made by John Bedini universal rechargeable battery charger. It's 1AU, I believe it's called, and it's able to charge from nickel cadmium, from nickel metal hydrates, all the way to lead acid batteries. But I have to warn you in advance, these chargers, they kill your batteries. If you have not seen my other videos, how I disassembled the solar tracker 3M 12 volt, how I disassembled the 2A12, the same one but that you can plug into the wall, and we looked inside of all these chargers inside. We saw what's inside of this, and then I'm going to disassemble this one as well. We're going to disassemble as well 10A12 charger that charges 12 volts and 10 amps maximum. It's expensive charger. The one that we're going to disassemble, this one is expensive charger too. All of them are expensive chargers, and all of them kill your batteries. I tried them, I tested them for years, and this is proven that they do kill your batteries. When I addressed this issue to Aaron Murakami, who sold me these chargers together with John Bedini and Peter Lindemann, he denied all of this. He banned me from his forum because I exposed the truth. I exposed the scam that he perpetrates, especially with his RPX John Bedini sideband generator, allegedly that it cures cancer and kills viruses and diseases. He doesn't say so, but he built a story behind it based on Rife. When Rife used to work with that, and he says the device is built based on Rife technology. So don't buy into any of this. I encourage you to file the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, complaint against the Aaron Murakami Tesla chargers and against his AP company, that they perpetrate the fraud and they defraud people. I encourage you to do that, because he's not supposed to get the last money from the people, from the sick people, getting $300 for the machine that doesn't work. He claims a story, he connects dots for the people that this is how the device RPX machine supposed to work, supposed to cure you. These chargers as well, when they were selling them, and I addressed the issue several years ago, I complained that my battery started failing. Why is that? He would not address the issue. He would not explain it to me why. He was saying, oh, maybe something's wrong with the batteries and la 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 when I purchased them brand new. So watch the videos below. There's gonna be some links to my previous video. Just click on my channel, Truth Expose, and you will see the truth that I'm exposing, how I tell that these chargers, how they kill the batteries. So what's inside of these chargers, and I will also talk about the RPX, and you'll also be able to read my email correspondence, my messages with this Aaron Murakami, the guy who runs this business to make profit out of anything. He just makes to make profit out of anything that he sells. He doesn't care about the lies or anything else. He's just a profiteer. You understand? Every business has to make a profit. So they don't like the people like me that makes complaints about this. The reason you will find out why I purchased so many chargers. I jumped on the bandwagon that they were saying that you can make lots of money out of this and so on and so on. But after the years, I found out that they do kill your batteries, and your batteries will last shorter time than without this, chargers. So right now I'm going to show you what's inside of this unit, this universal charger. It's a pretty heavy unit. What's inside of this unit, and I'm going to open up and we'll take a look inside of it, and let's see what's in the back here. In the back here we have, this is a fuse. If something goes wrong, it just pops up. This little knob over here, this is for if your battery is totally dead, it's not able to charge it. So they will, when you push the battery, it forces the battery to accept a little bit of charge. So when this charger would be able to recognize that this is a battery, and it will start continuing charging it automatically. This hole over here, this is we plug into this hole our alligator clips. It looks like this. I'll show you this one. So you plug this one into here, and this is a cord that goes, and it comes with alligator clips, and the clip is here, just a regular clip is here. The batteries are here needed in case if you want to, sometimes the batteries don't have anything to clip them, to clip the clips onto, so sometimes you just put the batteries into the clips and just attach them that way and to charge them. So let me turn the unit around now. We're going to unscrew all the screws in here. We're gonna see how it works. this over here, as it says instructions here, caution, the model RC AU240 runs in 240 volts. Why 240 volts? Because I have a transformer. I plug it into 240 volts, so it gives me different ideas here from 110 to 240 volts, for example, and I can run different applications for different needs, different loads, and so on, based on these voltages over here. So I can run any units, 110 or 240, doesn't really matter to me. As long as the price is cheap, I buy it cheaper, then I plug into this unit, and I save $10, $20 or $50, based on if somebody's selling something on eBay, for example. I buy it the voltage that's cheaper, and then I use this converter over here, step down transformer. All right, so I'm gonna put it on pause and we'll continue. So there, I got my big friend screwdriver here, electric screwdriver, Stanley. So I'm going to disassemble this unit now in front of all of you. I've never opened this before in my life, so I had it for over 4 years, 4 or 5 years. This unit, maybe 4 years, over 3 years, that's for sure. I don't remember these, but over, yeah, I would say 4 or 5 years I've had this unit, and I've been using this unit together with my other units. And you can watch my videos about other units in my video description there, or just click on my channel. So the unit I purchased was from TeslaChargers.com, and I do not recommend you purchase anything from them, because they will not tell you the truth about what they're selling. The only thing they're interested is the profit. They're not interested in things that I'm telling you, for example, that they kill your batteries. They're not interested in that because it cuts their profit down. And when John Bedini was still alive, and I have to tell you, John Bedini and Gary Bedini died. They died in 2016, November or December or October. I don't remember the exact month now, but I did purchase the unit from Tesla Chargers, who were selling, John Bedini was selling these chargers through TeslaChargers.com. Tesla Chargers allegedly don't sell these units anymore, but they're selling this RPX scam machine. And scam machine allegedly supposed to cure you from cancer, kill diseases, treat from different diseases, kill cancers and viruses and bacteria based allegedly on Rife technology. They don't tell you that it kills anything. They just tell you it's a basic test machine, but it costs $300 and you have to buy and test it for yourself. So if the machine really worked, they should have tested it themselves and put it on sale for $300 and saying this is the proof that it works. But they also say there's no refund. So if you buy the machine for $300, but that's not $300 the last ones, you have to also spend more money to buy extra equipment to run this machine, to buy the RPX machine they're selling. So when you spend over, I don't know, $300, maybe $500, maybe $1,000 for all the equipment, for the extra frequency generators that they're selling, for this spectrum analyzers that you have to buy, and so on and so on. Actually, the unit doesn't work for you at the end. You cannot return the unit back to them because they always say it's a test machine. It's only for your testing. So why don't you just buy some regular multivitamins and herbs which are really proven to work, instead of the crappier machine that doesn't really work, doesn't really proven to work. They don't have any data for it. Guys, come on, wake up now. These guys just make profit online. That's it. They don't make, look at them. They're selling books. They're selling anything just to make profit out of it. So there. I have to also maybe tell you a little bit here. It says here, I'm not sure if you can clearly see or not, but it says input 240 volts AC, 0.75 amps, so 750 milliamps, from 50 to 60 hertz. Output from 1.2 to 24 volts DC. Maximum is 1.5 amps, 1.5 amps. Not sure you can clearly see it, but I put the macro in here, but for some reason it doesn't. The macro. This button over here, when the unit is ready, you can just push this button over here. It turns the unit on. And I will also have to maybe tell you a little bit, explain to you that these settings over here, I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. I've never seen people explaining how this unit, works, besides me and besides those, scammers that sell these things. So it says made in USA, universal rechargeable battery charger here, Rejuvenator series, And these are different levels here that you can adjust it, and the levels depend on the settings. So if you have a tool, for example, 24-volt tool or the 18-volt tool, you can adjust it on level 7. It's gonna charge it up to, like, 18 volts, for example, or 24 volts. Basically, the more resistance you have on those, then it's gonna to actually pop open, and it's gonna stop charging this thing, your battery. So there we have LED status, float. I never had a float on mine. I never had a float. The only thing I had a charged, green LED. It was never, blinking for me, never ever, for the last 5 years. So I'm not sure how, what conditions and so on. But I have to tell you, they do kill your batteries. So don't buy any of this. These are very expensive. The best ones you can buy, really, just simple ones. Just buy a regular, for $10. I spent so much money on this because. And I regret, because they were scamming people. They were lying to people that they will rejuvenate your batteries, and the batteries will last you until you're dead, and you can give them to your grandkids, the lead acid batteries. But this is not true. If you watch my videos, I had many batteries, lead acid batteries, deep cycle, marine batteries, lawn garden batteries. They all died. About 14 batteries I had, they all died, and I have only 2 left right now. 2 which are still floating. They're still floating. I never use them really, They just put them on charge. I'm still building on my solar panel system, but I found out that these chargers don't really work. And I paid so much money that I figured it's better to disassemble them in front of all of you, so all of you can build, so all of you can see what's inside of it. If there's nothing inside, just watch my videos. We're still going to disassemble some other devices ahead of this. I already disassembled 2 devices. As I told you, as I mentioned before, 2A12, which is a plug-in charger. I disassembled the 3A12, which is a solar tracker 5. This is the 3rd unit I'm disassembling, and I will also disassemble 3 more units. I will disassemble for you 2A12 plug-in charger. I will disassemble the S80. Basically 80S12, I think it's called. I don't remember exactly for S80. So basically it's 80 amps, 12 volts, and 80 amps, and the second one, or the last one, 80 amps, 24 volts. So those are power devices, which cost $1,500. We'll disassemble on all of them in front of you, so you can see what's inside. So let's take this off and see. I already see all this. The stuff that they put in here. The way it's so heavy is that because I see there's a transformer inside, and I see that there's potting inside. But I have to tell you, not all devices have potting. I already looked at that very powerful device, and it's a very promising that we can do something with it. I'll be able to show it to you. So let me get this closer a little bit, and I'll be able to tell you what's inside and show you what's inside. I haven't opened this before. And we're gonna take a look together what's inside of this. So first of all, what we see here, we see 2 rectifiers over here. We see 2 capacitors, 25 volts, 470 microfarads, the same one. We see 2 either voltage regulators or transistors here, these ones, not sure. We also see a chip over here. Both actually chips, one on this side and one on the other side over here. So I'm not sure what kind of microchip is that. I cannot see right now what it says. We see a transformer on this side over here. On this side over here, we see a transformer. We have a regulator over here, a knob that adjusts the settings here for us. And these rectifiers here, they are over here. These ones. They are on the top it says AC. Basically they are KBU 8K. KBU 8K. So maybe up to 8,000 volts, but I haven't really seen one of those 8,000 volts. That's 8K, KBU 8K. There's a hole right in front of here, so I'm not sure if this is like normal or not. Probably should be normal because it wouldn't be working otherwise, but this is. Let me shine a flashlight on it so you'll be able to see better there. There's a hole, as you can see. There, right? And you can see the markings on it as well. Make the flashlight a little bit the other way. Right, so then we have then we have these microchips here. So let me read it. Let me try to write down these microchip numbers here, so you'll be able to figure out what they're using inside here. I'm gonna put you on pause. So I tried to take a look at this. Those microchips inside over there, but I was thinking of taking this off, and in order to take this off, I had to take this knob off. And the reason I'm unable to take this knob off is that because, as you can see over here, the screws that I have, they don't really match any of those over there. And the thread inside, there's a thread inside, and there's I'm not sure, it's like a, it doesn't even look like a screw, but I tried to take the knob off. I don't have specific tools for this specific screw inside there. It's not really a screw, it's a hole inside there. And I guess you have to have a screw to get the screw in, and then either unscrew it somehow. But I tried to take this off, and it wouldn't really budge. It wouldn't really budge. I wanted to take this off so I would be able to take this whole panel off of here and show you the flat way, you know, how it looks like. But I guess I'm unable to do it at the moment. So I have to, I guess, wait a little bit, and then we'll be able to figure something out. Maybe I'll just do it this way just for now. So, as I mentioned before, we have two rectifiers over here. We have two caps here, 25 volts, 470 microfarads. We have two chips. I'll try to get the chip number, you know, for you, this microchip number for you as well. Here we have, this one is a, it says over there, let me in the back, let me read it to you. I'm not sure if you can see too well or not, but probably not. Maybe I'll be able to zoom in. How's that? Is it gonna work? Let me zoom in and see. I can see something there. No, man, it's too bad. Alright, let me just read it to you. Maybe it's gonna be better. Let me try to take a look. I'll read it to you. So that so basically it's made in China, and then I have to show you that this transformer over here that we have, this one is made in China, and it said over there Zettler Magnetics, and the model is let me show you the model, or maybe I'll be able to. Let me just hold on a second, I'll show you. And the model is, I'm going to put the camera here and a little bit down there so I'll be able to tell you. And the model is AH, A as in apple, H as in ham, and then it says I as in international, O is in omega, 2516, China, made in China. So that's a little transformer over here. That's a little transformer, this one, the yellow one. That's the one. And then let me try to read those microchip chip numbers over there, and I'll be able to get back to you now. Alright, so I was able to try to write down the chip number, microchip number from this little chip over here. This one is smaller actually than this one. This one is bigger, this one's smaller. From the smaller one, I was able to get this data over here. So it's Motorola company PIC 16F. It's either B or 8, and this is 19-VP, either VP or UP. And the serial number or the model number, I'm not sure what it was. Probably the the serial number of the, or the lot number is 12272UB, either UB or U8. So if you take a look this combination here and see, that might pop up something. And with regards to the big one, I was able to get only, I guess, the lot number from here. It's 1130 or 977. That's from the big microchip. And these little transistors that go to a capacitor, close to the capacitors, they are TC161C35AB. And the capacitors I was talking about with this number TC, right? TCAC 35AB, is that these ones over here. Not capacitors, transistors. So this transistor and this transistor, they have those markings, and how I was able to know is I was able to make a picture, just zoom in a little bit. That's what I was able to get. So this is Fairchild 1C 36AB. So this is 36, but the other one is 35. So this is I guess is the closest one, and the farther down there, which I was able to make a picture, is no, it's also 36. So there, guys. So you see 1C36AB was one, and this one was also 1636AB. So you have two of these, as you can see, this one and this one. So it's not a 5, it's a 6, because for me with my eyes it was kind of hard to see there in the darkness, and the approach is very kind of cumbersome to get to those transistors. So take a look, check it out and see what what you can make out of it. So this is basically it for this unit, for this little part here that we see. For this part, all of this is in a huge heatsink. This is a huge heat. This is aluminum sheeting over here. We have transformers I showed you before. That we have this part here that regulates the settings. We have two rectifiers. We have two capacitors, electrolytic capacitors, and we have those microchips here. And then we have all of this comes out, and we have huge transformer here. On this side it says it's a triad VPS 36-4800 class B. It's Bauer gap proof, so I guess it's made in Germany, maybe German company, designed in Germany, but it says it's made in China. So the model number, if you're looking for this, it's EIA-17-1250-1A AXM. That's the third line, B3, and then it says made in China. The other side, the back side, I can show you the back side of this. It looks this way. So this is basically a huge aluminum like bed, you can say that. And I have to tell you that on this side over here we have 3 screws. So these 3 screws over here, there's probably transistors on the other side, because this side over here doesn't have anything, it just all potted here, as you can see. So we have something on the other side there as well. So these are the only screws that come out from here. There's no more any other screws. Here was nothing. There was just a hole in here, and they just put some glue here. Why I was not able to get you this numbers from these microchips, because it's very dark in there. This opening is very narrow for me to take a look, even with my flashlight when I go in there. It's very hard to see from my point of view what's there. And also they put this glue there. It's not a potting, it's a glue that they put there on top of this microchip, so it shines back at you when you shine at it. Even if you don't shine at it, when you try to take a look at it with decent light, you're unable to really see it. But I gave you this I gave you one full number of this microchip over here, but I'm unable to read the model of this one. I only gave you the lot number of the big one. But maybe in the future, once we're able to unscrew this nut from here, find special screwdriver from here to get inside and open this up, I'll be able to remove all of this, and we'll be able to read that number there. Just write me a reminder request there. I'll put it on my to-do list in the future for all of you, and we'll be able to do it. So as I mentioned before, we have a huge transformer over here. This is why this unit is so heavy. And then we have on this side, what do we have here? We have, so this is a fuse. That's the fuse over here. It comes out. So we have a fuse here. On this side we have, this is a button to force the voltage into the unit. It goes into our potted schematic here. Then we have voltage in here, and basically the power plugs into here. And then we have the power, the button that you can actually turn on. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing on this side. So everything is hidden on this side, on this large plate here that's spotted. And it's kind of, you know, hard potting over here. I won't be able to open this up. So there, in the future I will be able to open up this knob here, unscrew it, and then we'll be able to read the number and that. Just if any of you need to have, you know, need to know that number, just let me know. I'll put it on my future to-do list and we'll do it together. So for right now, I guess that's it. This is the universal charger that it's called. The model was RC1AU-240. If you have a 110 volt unit, then you would have dash 110, so 120. And so sign up for my videos. I'll be able to show you. We're gonna unscrew and disassemble the rest of the units that I have. We're gonna be able to take a look and see what's inside of these units. If they're not potted, we'll be able to unscrew the schematics, take a look at it. You know, maybe we'll be able to build one of those on your own, by yourself, very cheaply, you know, from the local supplies that you have. And I do have a secret for you in the future, that we are going to have something nice, because I have already taken a look at one of those units, and since I bought them, I can disassemble and do anything I like with them. And these expensive machines, they shouldn't be really expensive. There's nothing expensive inside of here, and they do kill your batteries. I have to warn you, they do kill your batteries. They do not rejuvenate your batteries, they do kill you, because I had that kind of bad experience myself, where my batteries died one by one. I had 14 batteries, deep cycle, you know, batteries. Of those, I had 5 deep cycle marine batteries. They all died on me, not by using this particular unit, but by using the solar trackers unit that I have, that I disassembled. They showed it to you, and I will still disassemble other units that I used. And I also used that 2A12 charger, and they do kill your batteries. My batteries became actually worse with these chargers. And let me actually show it to you. Hold on a second. So as you can see here, I showed it to you before my previous videos. This is the last bank of batteries I have. I had 4 here before, but this one was actually dead. It got shorted. I don't know why. I never use it. They were just on flow charge, and the flow charge means, here's my flow charge. They're floating. They've been on this for the last this particular set been constantly on for the last 6 months, and this is what happened. I had 4 batteries before, connected in parallel, total 12 volts, you know, for a good system. I was just keeping them rejuvenated, charged, just like Aaron Murakami and John Bedini and Peter Lindemann, you know, were saying, keep them charged, keep them afloat, keep them rejuvenated. So I kept them rejuvenated for over 6 months. One day I noticed that it wasn't floating anymore, that the red light was more on, and I thought, what's going on? So I touched all of my batteries, you know, manually by hand, just like that, and I noticed that this one was warm on this side and warm on this side. And when it gets warm like this, usually they never get warm. For example, these ones are charged all the time right now. When you touch them, they're cool. They're just the wall over here. They're just like cool, you know. There is no warmth, there is nothing. It's just normal, less than room temperature, a little bit, you know, coldish. So this one I touched was really warm, and on this side it was really warm. So when I measured it, it showed me when I disconnected all of this and I measured each one of them, you know, I let them sit for a day, then I measured them, and then I noticed that this one dropped to 10.5 volts, and then actually dropped much more. So when I am measuring it right now, it shows the voltage. Now I'm disconnecting there. Look, I totally disconnected it. Now I connected back, and it just says 602 volts, yeah, DC. So that's what happens, you know, guys. So that's why I decided to disconnect this battery, and then this was acting funny as well. So I disconnected this battery as well, and because these two were the only ones that didn't drop in voltage in the last couple of days, that I just let them sit and rest for a little bit, just to see which one's gonna drop, which one's gonna be okay. This one started dropping. So when I measured it in the last couple of days, even today I measured it, and I'm gonna measure it for you as well now. So I connected this, so it shows 0932. So basically 9 volts, 9.3 volts. So this one is dying as well. And I'm telling you, you know, they keep on dying. So a single one of them. So these are the only 2 from 14 batteries I have left. These are the only 2 I have. And if we can measure the voltage on this one as well, this battery and this one are connected in parallel together. So let's measure these two of these and see what's going to happen. Measure this one. Now we have 1507, right? 15. So that's a flow charge. It's constantly on. These batteries never get hot or warm at all. They stay at cool temperature at this voltage. Now later with time, you will notice that something's gonna happen and it just gets shorted inside and it dies. This one already dead, so you can consider dead. This one is already 9 point something. So if the battery stays at 10.5, 10 and a half volts, and doesn't really go up, or it goes up and it drops again to 10 and a half, you might consider that you have a short inside the battery. So this one definitely has a short because it also warms up on the side. This one acts funny. I'm pretty sure this one's got a short too. They look good. They don't have any bulging sides, nothing. They're brand new batteries. I never used them. I kept them on float on the charge because I'm still building my batteries, building my bank system. I'm trying to find the Trojan battery. But looking at this now, how they kill my batteries, I don't even think if I should get a Trojan battery, because these chargers, they charge your batteries, but they do kill your batteries too. So I don't really recommend anybody buy these Bedini chargers anymore. If you want to build one, just build one yourself for cheap. I'm gonna try to put a schematics for you. I'm going to disassemble all the units that I have. I promise you I have a surprise for you inside the units there. So as I mentioned before, we can even, if you like, we can even measure this one. It's gonna be the same because there, it's good now. It's gonna be the same like this one. It's 1505, and basically they're in parallel. I'm just telling it to you that 1507, 1506. So these batteries, they are dying, and these are the last two I have. So what else can I say is that they are dying. These chargers, Bedini chargers, and Murakami chargers, they scammed you guys. They do not rejuvenate batteries. They kill your batteries in the process. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And also I have to tell you that I went on the forum, Energy Science forum. This Aaron Murakami, the guy who sold me these chargers, that he's a seller of John Bedini's chargers. He banned me from the forum because I was telling people the truth. I showed him the pictures. I showed him that I addressed the issue several years back to him. He totally ignored me. Then he finally banned me in the forum of 2017, May 2017. Then I went to this Overunity forum, overunity.com. I noticed that they do sell books of this Aaron Murakami, that he said John Bedini's books, Schoolgirl, motors and so on, schematics. So I posted my links to my videos there. I explained to people, please don't buy the chargers. And my post has not been published. It's still waiting to be approved by the moderator of the overunity.com. So I have to tell you that the moderator, because it shows, it hosts the advertising of Tesla Chargers company, of these guys, they are unable to approve my posts because my post is still pending, even though other posts have already been on top of my post, and my post is still in limbo. So they don't want to approve my post because it's very controversial and it's going to cut into their business, because the company that advertises this RPX and these chargers, they also advertise their book on their website. And if the overunity.com approves my post, then it's gonna go against these guys, against the company, and because this company Tesla Chargers is paying overunity.com to host their ad. So if they approve my ad, then it's gonna go against. It's gonna be a collusion there of two companies, and the interest. So basically, guys, I'm telling you is that the money, the guys are after the money, not after the truth. I'm telling you the truth now, that they kill these Bedini chargers. They kill your batteries. They are going to charge your batteries, yes, but they're gonna last much shorter than you would use, that you would have anything without these chargers. And they basically were not used. I just floating and keeping them rejuvenated, and here you are, they got rejuvenated to death, that they died in. they're not working anymore. 2. And I'm going to, these are the last ones I have, so I'm going to keep on floating them until they're dead, until something's going to happen to them, and then I'm going to post you a month or 2 or 6 months later. I'm going to post you what's going to happen, because I've got nothing to lose. I just put them here in floor charge. If they don't stay without the floor charge, then they will obviously die, because somebody has to charge, something has to charge them. So I'm doing my final experimentation with this. These are the last 2, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen with this. So that's it. Thank you for all your support, all your likes and dislikes. So just watch my videos, sign up to my channel. We'll be able to open up some other units, some other John Bedini units from EnergenX, from TeslaChargers.com, and I'll be able to show you something interesting in the future. That's it.